Order 66 debuted at the top of the metal charts. The album was a showcase of intense storm blasting, heavy riffing, and virtuoso guitar work. Many of the song's lyrics dealt with absolute power and galactic domination, and hatred of the Jedi. Rumors that the band practiced the dark side led to an investigation. When it was confirmed that they were in fact dark side worshippers, the critics derided the band.
The Force is weak with our critics. They don't know the power of the dark side.
The critics make too big a deal about us using the dark side. I mean, it's not like we go around systematically killing Jedi or anything.
What about the newspaper reports? Dark Lords slaughter Jedi?
It's all just tabloids. You know how they just make that rubbish up? Yes, I'm a dark side worshipper, and I'm proud of it.
I'm actually not big on the whole dark side thing. When I joined the band, I didn't know they practiced the dark side.
The name of the band is Dark Lords of the Sith. Wasn't that a clue?
I thought it was just a clever name.
Imperial Records dropped the band upon learning they were dark side worshippers. It was when the band entered the studio to begin recording the follow-up to Order 66, originally titled Death Star, that tensions began to surface among the band members. Darth Vader especially became increasingly difficult to work with.
You couldn't work with Vader then. He would make changes to the songs in the middle of the recording sessions, and not even tell us. What are you doing? That's not how we practice the chorus.
I have altered the song. Pray I do not alter it any further.
He's altered every song we've recorded. We started writing material for a second album, and here Vader shows up with this song about his wife, a power ballad. We didn't want to do it, but we kept pressing on and on about it. Ugh.
Darth Sidious mentioned your ballad about your wife, so you were married before forming the band?
Yes, but she died.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did she die?
Well, I killed her, but that's beside the point. The point is, she died and I was saddened by it. I wanted to write a song about her, but the band would have no part of it.
And then there was Darth Maul. I mean, he's an excellent guitar player, but at our live shows, he would play these exaggerated guitar solos that would just go on and on and on, and it's all just too much.
The band were not the only ones feeling the effects of their newfound success. The Dark Lords band manager discusses his experiences with the band. As the band became more popular, they started making unreasonable demands. They had their own personal Star Destroyer. The contract riders started becoming unreasonably ridiculous.
Where is the ranch dressing? I specifically asked for ranch dressing. This is completely unacceptable.
And then there was the alcohol, the groupies, the trashed hotel rooms. It was a huge mess. There was a dispute over who was the band's leader. It was Vader who formed the band and the creative force early on, but when Sidious joined, he felt his position as the frontman gave him more power. Eventually, the power struggle created a rift between the two. It became quite evident in the band's new material that there were creative differences.
Lord Sidious is a fool. I was the true leader of the organization.
Vader is mistaken. This pitiful little band was nothing without me. It was my vocal abilities that led us to success.
And then, tragedy struck the band. After a long night of partying, Darth Maul wrecked his speeder bike on the way to pick up more alcohol. The wreck seriously injured Maul, and doctors said it would be months before he could play guitar again. With the tensions the band was already experiencing, it was just too much for them to handle. After only one album and the uncompleted Death Star, the Dark Lords of the Sith broke up. So where are they now?
TK-428 was arrested for indecent exposure in a nightclub on Bespin.
Darth Maul pursued a solo career and has just signed a record deal. Darth Sidious became president of Imperial Records and proclaimed himself its first emperor. And Darth Vader discovered his estranged son, Luke. Although Luke is a country music fan, his father is constantly trying to sway him to the dark side of music, metal. But one question remains. Will the band ever reunite?
No, the band will never reunite.
How about you, Vader? Is there any chance we'll see a Dark Lords of the Sith reunion?
When Hoth freezes over.
Vader? Hoth is frozen over.
Oh, well, you know what I mean. I don't have any change. I need to make a collect call to the Emperor. Then hung up. Only 15 seconds until my burrito is finally completed.